ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। भगवद्गीता चैप्टर 5 श्लोक 15। नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः। So, in the previous verse, स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते. What causes the differences and thereby karma, kartrutva, karayitritva ityadi. So, स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते. It is swabhava, prakriti, maya. All these are synonyms. The word swabhava has other meanings also. In this context, swabhava means prakriti, maya or avidya. And Shankaracharya gives the Vigraha Vakya of swabhava. Swaha bhavaha swabhava. Swaha means atmiya, that which belongs to Atma. Atmanaha ayam atmiyaha. That is the meaning of swa. In Sarvadini Sarvanamani Sarvadigana, we have studied one Gana Sutra. What is that? Swam Ajnati Dhanadhyayam. So there we have seen the meaning of Swa. One meaning is Atmiya, one soul. belongs to Atma. So, Maya belongs to Atma. That means it depends on Atma for existence. Implying that it does not have its own existence. Maya does not have its own existence. It is indicated by Swa. Then Bhava. Bhava means a Bhava Rupa. Maya is a Bhava Rupa. Meaning that it is not Abhava Rupa. It is not absence in nature. There are some philosophers who think avidya is abhava. But it is not so. It is a bhava rupa. There is a positive entity called Maya or avidya. But it does not have its own existence. It does not have its own existence. In the meantime, it is not non-existent. That is the purport of the word swabhava. Swaha bhavaha swabhavaha iti karmadharaya. It is a karmadharaya samasa. So swaha indicates that it does not have its own existence because it depends on Atma for its existence. And the bhava indicates that it is not non-existent, not tuchha like shashavishana. So swabhavaha means avidya lakshana prakritir maya pravartate. The swabhava acts. Means all actions, all pravritti is caused by Maya, swabhava. How does Maya cause the pravritti? By projecting Jiva Ishvara Bheda, by projecting the duality in the form of Jiva Ishvara, in the form of Karta, Kriya, Karaka, Phala. All forms of dualities are presented by Maya. And when there is duality, actions are possible. Karma is possible. Therefore, all karma are the effect of Maya. Nadatte, next shloka. Nadatte kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhuhu. So here again, Bhagavan is negating Ishwaratva of the Atma. Atma does not become Ishvara in reality. So previously he has negated Jivatva of the Atma, and also Ishwaratva was negated. The Ishwaratva has one aspect, that is Bhojayitrutva. Ishvara is the Bhojayita, one who causes the enjoyment, is called Bhojayita. Bhojayitratva was negated, and by negating Bhojayitratva, Ishvara was negated. Ishvaratva was negated. Now, another attribute of Ishvaratva, another aspect of Ishvaratva is Bhakta Anugrahakatva. The Ishvara blesses the Bhakta. How does Ishvara bless the Bhakta? The blessing happens in two ways. One way of blessing is by taking away the papa of the Bhakta. Mama papam apakuru deva. Mama papam apakuru. The Bhakta prays, O Bhagavan, remove my papa. And Ishvara takes away the papa. He takes away the papa of the Bhakta. That is one way of blessing, by removing the papa. And then another way of blessing is by accepting the punya of the Bhakta. The Bhakta has done some good karma. Bhakta has done a puja. And in the puja, Bhakta has given some naivedya. And Bhagavan accepts it. Bhagavan accepts Bhakta's puja and then blesses. So even accepting the punya, it is another form of blessing. So Bhakta Anugrahakatva, in the form of accepting the punya and the papa of the Bhakta. Accepting the papa means taking away the papa. And accepting punya means recognizing, acknowledging the punya of the Bhakta and giving the result. So this kind of Bhakta Anugrahakatva is another aspect of Ishvaratva. From the Vyavaharika point of view, it is true. But from the Paramarthika point of view, the Atma is free from Ishvaratva also. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Vibhuhu. Here another word is used for Atma. Previously Prabhuhu. Here Vibhuhu. Vividham bhavatiti Vibhuhu. One who appears in many forms. One who appears manifold is called Vibhuhu. Vibhuhu kasyachit papam na adatte. The Vibhu does not accept, does not take anybody's papa. He is not a papa absorber. Nachaiva sukritam Vibhuhu. And kasyachit sukritam nacha eva adatte. He does not accept anybody's sukritam. Sukritam means punya. then how does this Jiva Ishvara Bheda and Vyavahara based on the Jiva Ishvara Bheda becomes possible in the world? If Atma is free from both Jivatva and Ishvaratva, there is no Jivatva in the Atma and there is no Ishvaratva in the Atma. It is neither Jiva nor Ishvara. Then what is it? Pure Brahman. Ekameva Dvitiyam Brahma. Neither Jiva nor Ishvara. Then how does this Jiva Ishvara Bheda Vyavahara happen? Then Krishna says, it is all because of Ajnana. Ajnanena vritam jnanam. Ajnanena. Because of Ajnana. By Ajnana. Ajnana means Maya. Jnanam avratam. Jnana is avrata. Means the Jiva Ishvara Abheda is avrata. It is covered by Ajnana. Tena jantavaha muhyanti. Tena, because of that, because of the avarana of the ajnana, jantavaha muhyanti. Jantavaha, the individuals, muhyanti, they are deluded. So, delusion is vikshepa. Ajnane navratam jnanam is avarana. Avarana Shakti acts initially. And then vikshepa Shakti becomes active. Vikshepa Shakti produces moha. I am Jiva, there is Ishvara, the duality is real. All these thinkings are vikshepa. They are moha. And the moha is caused by vikshepa shakti. So ajnana or avidya, thus avaranam of the truth. Ajnanena jnanam avratam. Jnanam means the reality is covered. And because of that, jantavaha muhyanti. So, paramarthatastu na datte na cha granhati bhaktasyapi kasyachit papam na cha eva adatte sukritam bhaktaif prayuktam vibhuhu. So, paramarthatastu, in reality, from the paramarthika point of view, this statement is not from a vyavaharika point of view. From the vyavaharika point of view, Jiva Ishvara Bheda is very much there. But paramarthataha, in reality, vibhuhu means Atma, na adatte means na granhati. does not take, does not absorb kasyachit papam, anybody's papa. Bhaktasya api, Shankaracharya adds, Bhaktasya api papam na adatte. Brahman does not absorb the papa of his greatest bhakta also. By absorbing papa, Paramatma does not bless anyone from the Paramarthika point of view. Nacha adatte sukritam bhaktaih prayuktam, bhaktaih prayuktam sukritam cha na adatte eva. The sukritam, the good deeds, the punya performed by the bhakta, bhaktaih prayuktam na adatte, also Bhagavan does not take. So he is not affected by punya and papa, and he does not take away the bhakta's punya and papa. That means he does not have jiva anugrahakatva. Kimartham tarhi bhaktaihi pujadi lakshanam yagadana homadikancha sukritam prayujyate. Tarhi, if it is so, if there is no Ishwaratva, there is no Anugrahakatva, then why Bhaktaihi, even the Bhakta, the difference between Bhakta and Bhagavan is not there. Then how can someone consider himself as Bhakta? I am Bhaktaha and there is Bhagavan different from me. How can this duality be possible? What enables this duality and the transaction based on this duality? Bhaktaihi, by the bhaktas, pujadi lakshanam yagadana homadikancha. Pujadi lakshanam sukritam. Sukritam in the form of puja, etc. And yagadana homadikam sukritam. The sukrita in the form of yaga, dana and homa. Katham kimartham prayujyate. Why it is performed by the bhaktas? So this transaction of yaga, dana, homa ityadi, it is based on the jiva ishvara bheda. So what enables this transaction? Ityaha ajnanena avritam jnanam viveka vijnanam tena muhyanti karomi karayami bhokshe bhojayami ityevam moham gachanti
गच्छन्ति
अविवेकिनः संसारिणो जन्तवः ज्ञानम means viveka vijnanam. So here we should understand viveka vijnanam as the subject matter of knowledge, that which is known by means of the knowledge. We have to take lakshyartha. Viveka vijnanasya vishayah, which is the absolute truth. The absolute truth is covered by ajnana. The absolute truth, Brahman, is covered by ajnana. So why we have to take lakshyartha? Because ajnana is anadi. It is not that there was a viveka vijnana earlier and it is covered by ajnana at one point of time. It is not. Viveka vijnana as a vritti, it has not happened so far. Once it happens, it will remove the ajnana. Therefore, here jnanam, viveka vijnanam, we should take the vishaya of viveka vijnana. What we understand by atmanatma viveka vijnana, which is the absolute truth. So, the viveka vijnanam means the truth. Brahman, it is avratam, it is covered by ajnana. Tena, because of that, because of the avarana, tena avaranena jantavaha muhyanti. Jantavaha means samsarinaha avivekinaha jantavaha. The people who are avivekis, who do not have viveka, who do not have jnana, means ajnaninaha ityarthaha. Jantavaha muhyanti. They get deluded. So muhyanti means they get moha. Moha means adhyasa or bhramaha. What kind of adhyasa? Karomi, kartrutva adhyasa. Karayami, karayitrutva adhyasa. Bhokshye, bhoktrutva adhyasa. And bhojayami, bhojayitrutva adhyasa. So bhojayitrutva is mainly in the Ishvara, but to some extent even Jiva has bhojayitrutva. So someone cooks things, I am feeding, that kind of bhojayitrutva. The karma phala bhojayitrutva mainly belongs to Ishvara. But Jiva is also bhojayita in a smaller aspect. He is a smaller bhojayita, is Jiva. Ityevam moham gacchanti avivekinaha samsarino jantavaha. So this kind of moha they get because of the avarana of avidya. ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः
तेषां नाशितमात्मनः
तेषामादित्यवज्ञानम्
तेषामादित्यवज्ञानम्
प्रकाशयति तत्परम्
प्रकाशयति तत्परम्.
So, previously Krishna talked about ajnana. So, ajnanis jantavaha muhyanti, ajnaninaha muhyanti. Now he is talking about jnani too, unlike the ajnanis. Yesham tad ajnanam, yesham ajnanam, whose ajnana, tat ajnanam, tat means as described before, yesham tat ajnanam, atmanah ajnanam, atmanah is related to ajnana. Atmanah tat ajnanam, the ajnana of the atma, means atma vishayakam ajnanam, the ajnana which deals with the atma, that means ajnana which veils the atma. Jnanena nashitam, it is removed by jnana. Atma jnana, atma ajnana is removed by atma jnana. Tesham tat jnanam tat param adityavat prakashayati. Tesham, such people, for such people, the jnanis whose ajnana is removed, tat jnanam, that jnana means atma jnanam, tat param adityavat prakashayati, tat param prakashayati, reveals that param, makes the param evident. Param means atma, the supreme. Adityavat prakashayati, makes it shine like a sun. Adityavat. So, Aditya Drishtanta is given for revealing the Atma. So, Atma Prakashayati. Sorry, Jnanam Atmanam Prakashayati. So, here, Jnanam Prakashayati should not be understood as Jnana throws light on the Atma and illumines the Atma. It is not so. Instead, Jnana makes the Atma evident by removing the ignorance on the Atma. The best example is Adityavat. Because suppose the sun is always shining, always brilliant. It is not that sometimes the sun becomes dull and then you have to throw a torch light on the sun, then it is illumined. It is not so. Sun is always bright. But sometimes there are clouds. The clouds cover the sun. When the clouds cover the sun which is very bright seems to be non-existent. Even though the sun is there and very much shining, the sun seems to be non-existent. Then everything becomes dark because of the cloud. We cannot see the sun. We cannot see the sun and we cannot get the benefit of the sun because of the clouds. Now there is wind. The wind blows. When the wind blows, what happens? The clouds go away. The clouds disperse and give way to the sunlight. Then we say, the wind made the cloud, the wind made the sun shine. The sun is shining because of the wind. We can say that. But in reality, the wind is not making the sun shine. Sun is shining by itself. Sun is effulgent by itself. But the wind has dispelled. In fact, wind has no ability to make the sun shine. It has just dispelled the cover, the veil. Similarly, Adityavat, like Aditya. So, yatha vayuhu meghapanayana adityam prakashayati ityuchyate. Tathaiva jnanam ajnanapanayana atmanam prakashayati iva. So, Atma becomes available because of the removal of Ajnana. And therefore, Bhagavan says, Jnanam Atmanam Prakashayati. Adityavat. So, that is the Swarasya, the purport of the example Adityavat. Bhagavan has thoughtfully put the word Aditya. So this is one explanation. Bhashyakara does not take that explanation. I have given one explanation about Adityavat. Bhashyakara does not take that explanation. He gives another explanation. So he takes Aditya in the sense of Jnana itself. I took Aditya as an example for Atma. But Bhashyakara takes Aditya not as the example of Atma. Instead, he takes Aditya as the example of Jnana itself. So we have to understand according to the Bhashya. And sometimes there is another interpretation also possible. Sometimes even people like Madhusudana Saraswati, they will give another interpretation. So he takes Aditya as an example for Jnana. So Adityavat tat param prakashayati. So just like Aditya removes the darkness and makes everything available to us, makes everything available to our vision. Similarly, The jnana, the Brahma jnana, dispels the ajnana. So, Aditya Drishtanta is given to the jnana, keeping in mind the similarity in removing the darkness. So, just like when the sun rises, it removes all the darkness instantly. After the sunrise, you don't have to do anything for removal of darkness. As soon as the sun rises, the darkness goes away and everything becomes available, evident. Similarly, when the jnana arises, it removes the ignorance and then the Atma is available. ज्ञानेन तु येन अज्ञानेन आवृताः मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः तत् अज्ञानं येषां जन्तूनां विवेकज्ञानेन आत्मविषयेण नाशितं आत्मनो भवति तेषां आदित्यवत् यथा आदित्यः समस्तं रूपजातं अवभासयति तद्वत् ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च वस्तु सर्वं प्रकाशयति तत्परं परमार्थतत्त्वं ज्ञानेन तु येन to indicates Vailakshanya, unlike the Ajnani who are Muhyanti. Yena Ajnanena, see, Tad Ajnanam is there in the Mula. Bhashyakara supplies the Yat clause. A Tat clause should be preceded by a Yat clause. The Yat clause is given. In fact, it is not supplied by Bhashyakara himself. It is there in the previous sloka. So, Yena Ajnanena, by which Ajnana, Jantavaha, Avrataha, Jantavaha Muhyanti, the Jantus, the beings, Avrataha, who are veiled, whose Atma is covered by which Ajnana, and because of Muhyanti, they get deluded. Tad Ajnana, that Ajnana, by which people get deluded, that Ajnanam. Yesham Jantunam, of which Jantus, of which beings, of which individuals. Jnanena means Viveka Jnanena Atma Vishayena. Atma Vishayena Viveka Jnanena. It is explanation of Jnana. The Jnana discussed here is the Viveka Jnana. Atmanatma Viveka. It is in the form of Viveka, distinction of the Atma from the Anatma. Atma Vishayena, dealing with the Atma, the knowledge which deals with the Atma, the knowledge which reveals the Atma. So, Atma Vishayaha Yasya Tat Atma Vishayam. Atma Vishayam Jnana. Knowledge whose Vishaya is Atma. Knowledge whose subject matter is Atma. That kind of Atma, and it is Viveka Jnana. Ajnanam Nashitam. So Atmanaha Ajnana. The Ajnana of Atma. Atma Vishayakam Ajnanam Nashitam Bhavati. It gets destroyed. Tesham. For such people, Adityavat. This Drishtanta is explained. Yatha Adityaha Samastam Rupajatam Avabhasayati. Just as the sun Aditya illumines all the objects. Samastam Rupajatam. Rupa can mean color or form. Rupajatam, the group of forms, means various visible objects. Various objects, samastam, entirely, the entire group of objects, entire collection of forms. Adityaha prakashayati. The Aditya illumines. Tadvat. Similarly, Jnanam. Jnana reveals the Paramartha Tattva. Tatparam. Tatparam means Paramartha Tattvam, the absolute reality, which is Jneyam Vastu. It is the Vastu, the reality, which is Jneyam, which deserves to be known, which should be known, and it is Sarvam. It is everything. Prakashayati. It reveals. Jnana reveals. How? By removing the ajnana. So here the idea is jnana dispels the ajnana completely and makes the Brahman totally available. Tadbuddhayastadaatmanaha.
Tadbuddhayastadaatmanaha.
Tannishthaastatparayanaha.
Tannishthaastatparayanaha.
Gacchantya punaravrittim.
Gacchantya punaravrittim.
Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha.
Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha.
Further description of jnanis. Tadbuddhayaha. Tadbuddhayaha means they have Brahmajnana. Tasmin buddhihi yesham te tadbuddhayaha. Those who have buddhi, knowledge of Brahman, tasmin vishaye, tasmin brahmani vishaye buddhi yesham te tadbuddhayaha. Those who have the knowledge of Brahman, they are tadbuddhayaha. Tadatmanaha. And they do not understand Brahman as another object outside themselves. So tadbuddhayaha means they have Brahmajnana. Then one might think They have understood Brahman as another object. So if someone has the knowledge of physics, he does not say I am physics, or he does not say I am atom. Likewise, when you say someone has understood Brahman, most often we think he has understood Brahman as somebody else. To clarify that it is not so. Brahmajnani understands Brahman as himself. Tadatmanaha. Brahman is their Atma. Tad eva Atma yesham te tadatmanaha. Brahman is their Atma. So Brahmajnani understands Brahman as his own self. Tannishtaha. They are committed to Brahmajnana. They do not have any other commitment. When there is any other commitment, Brahmajnana is not possible. Their only commitment is Brahman. And Shankaracharya will elaborate. They have given up all karmas and they abide in Brahman only. Tat parayanaha. Brahman is their only goal. Atma is their only goal. They don't have any other agenda. Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Their impurities are destroyed by jnana. Jnanena nirdhutaha means nivrittaha, removed, dispelled. Nashitaha, destroyed. Kalmashaha, impurity. Impurity means all samsara karana is called kalmasha. Avidya, kama, karma. So, jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Apunaravrittim gacchanti. Such people attain apunaravritti, attain freedom from punaravritti, freedom from rebirth, freedom from samsara. Yat param jnana prakashitam tasmin gata buddhihi yesham te tadbuddhayaha. So tad is there. What is that tad? So tad should refer to, tad is a sarvanama, and a sarvanama refers to what was told before. So Bhashyakara connects to that tad. Yat param jnana prakashitam. Yat param, the ultimate, the supreme, which is jnana prakashitam, which is mentioned in the previous shloka as jnana prakashitam, as revealed by jnana. Tasmin gata buddhir yeshan te tadbuddhayaha. So tasmin gata buddhi, their buddhi rests on the para. Buddhi resides on the para. means it is established in the Param Brahma. Tasmin gata means fixed. Buddhi yesham te tadbuddhayaha means they have clear understanding of the Paramatma. Tadatmanaha tadeva param brahma atma yeshante tadatmanaha tadeva param brahma atma yeshante tadatmanaha. This is the Vigraha Vakya. So Param Brahma is Atma, their Atma. Means they have understood that Param Brahma is nothing other than their Atma. So this is a description of Tadbuddhaya. So they have Brahmajnana. So the Brahmajnana is in the form of understanding Brahman as one's own Atma. Tannishtaha nishtha abhiniveshaha tatparyam sarvani karmani sanyasya brahmani eva avasthanam yesham te tannishtaha. Nishtha means abhiniveshaha, means tatparyam. So holding on, abhinivesha means holding on, means tatparyam, commitment. So they have commitment towards Brahman only. So this word is significant because one cannot have two commitments. I will commit myself to karma also, and I will commit myself to Brahman also. It is not possible. So a Brahmajnani has to give up all karmas. He cannot hold on to kartrutva, the doership. If he holds on to the doership, he cannot own up to Brahman. Therefore, sarvani karmani sanyasya. So commitment to Brahman involves commitment to karma. Giving up of karma means giving up of kartrutva. Sarvani karmani sanyasya, giving up all karmas. Brahmani eva avasthanam, abiding in Brahman alone, committing to Brahmajnana alone. Yesham. So tatparyam, nishtha yesham. So this is explanation of nishtha. Sarvani karmani sanyasya brahmani eva avasthanam. So I am Brahman plus I am Karta. This cannot go together. So they have given up their Kartrutva buddhi, and they abide in Brahman only. Aham Brahmasmi iti jnane alone. So te tannishtaha tatparayanaśca tadeva param ayanam paragatihi yesham bhavati te tatparayanaha tadeva param ayanam. Tad eva, Brahman alone, is param ayanam. Param ayanam means paragati. Ayanam means gatihi. The goal येषां भवति ते तत्परायणाः. That is the only goal. Means they have given up all other goals, all other desires, all other ambitions are given. केवलात्मरतयः इत्यर्थः.
केवलात्मरतय इत्यर्थः.
They revel only in Atma. They find happiness only in Atma. That means they have given up all other desires. येषां ज्ञानेन नाशितम्.
येषां ज्ञानेन नाशितम्.
आत्मनः अज्ञानम्.
आत्मनः अज्ञानम्.
ते गच्छन्ति.
ते गच्छन्ति.
एवं विधाः.
एवं विधाः.
अपुनरावृत्तिम्.
अपुनरावृत्तिम्.
अपुनर्देहसम्बन्धम्.
अपुनर्देहसम्बन्धम्.
ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
यथोक्तेन ज्ञानेन.
यथोक्तेन ज्ञानेन.
निर्धूतः.
निर्धूताः.
निर्धूतः.
निर्धूतः.
निर्वृत्तः is not there, right? नाशितः.
नाशितः.
निर्धूतः. निवृत्तः. निर्वृत्तः is there. निवृत्तः could be a correct reading. In one reading it is there. नाशितः.
नाशितः.
कल्मषः.
कल्मषः.
पापादि संसार कारणदोषः.
पापादि संसार कारणदोषः.
येषान्ते.
येषान्ते.
ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
यतयः इत्यर्थः.
यतयः इत्यर्थः.
So येषां ज्ञानेन नाशितम् आत्मनः अज्ञानम्. So these are the descriptions of the people who are mentioned in the previous shlokas. Jnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nashitam atmanah. So Shankaracharya repeats the same idea to convey that this is a description of those people. Yesham jnanena atmanah ajnanam nashitam. Yesham, whose atmanah ajnanam, the atma ajnana is removed by jnana. Such people who are described as tadbuddhayaha etc. Te evam vidhaha, they are evam vidhaha, they have this descriptions, they are of this nature. Tadbuddhayaha ityadayaha, tadbuddhayaha ityevam vidhaha. Te apunaravrittim gachanti. Apunaravrittim means apunardeha sambandham. They do not get deha sambandha once again. They do not get embodiment once again. Means they get videha mukti. Gachanti means prapnuvanti, they attain. Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Yathoktena jnanena, jnana which is described before. Even tesham adityavajnanam prakasheti tatparam iti yathoktena jnanena. Nirdhutaha means nashitaha, destroyed. Kalmashaha means papadi samsara karana doshaha. So samsara karana doshaha, the cause, the dosha, the impurity, the undesirable, which is samsara karana, which is responsible for samsara. Papa adi, papa including punya, papa punya, ajnana, adhyasa, काम इत्यादि। येषां ते ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः यतयः इत्यर्थः। दे आर यतयः। यतते मोक्षार्थम इति यतिः। Those who make effort for moksha, and these people have already made effort for moksha, therefore this has happened. So yatayaha, if you take the derivative meaning, it is yatate mokshartha. So those who make effort for moksha, indicating that one should make effort to get all these. Tadbuddhayas tadatmanah ityadi, they do not happen by themselves. Effort is needed. It is indicated by the word yatayaha. Or you can say yatayaha as a rudhartha. It means sannyasinaha. So they are sannyasis. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.